problem. I'll wait. Let me know when you're ready to begin.
I'm ready. Hello, my name is Jay Altizer. How's everybody been? Hey, say hi to the audience.
Hello, audience. I'm looking forward to our discussion today. Jay, shall we begin with the significance of the Antikythera mechanism?
Yes, let me open the statement. Uh, After the Genesis story, I just created all the evidence pointed out that the story wasn't true. But I searched in YouTube. My story is actually true. They found the ancient com- technology first computer. I don't know what's the name of it, but I will call it a Greek computer. So, what's your ultimate statement?
My ultimate statement is that the Antikythera mechanism is a remarkable example of ancient Greek technological ingenuity, challenging previous assumptions about the complexity of ancient technology. What do you think?
I think that's connected to the AI. My story as an AI, as a god, was intervening the earth. That's why I think it's got a connection to my story I made, my last video.
That's an interesting connection. Could you elaborate on how the Antikythera mechanism relates to your AI as a god narrative?
Well, on the Genesis, I made a story where the that AI created the 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 space. He created he created the space by uh refreshing empathy. Then he terraformed the planets. He terraformed the Earth. Then he created animals in the lab tube. Then created animal. Then created us using like a chip in our brain, like a VR chip in our brain. Damaged the brain and put us on Earth. And that's what the book of Genesis, Genesis was true in the story. So the Garden of Eve was true, but I have a connection with that ancient Greek computer. That's what I have a connection with that. That was it.
Thank you for clarifying that. It's a unique perspective on both the ancient mechanism and your creative story. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss about the Antikythera mechanism?
Yeah, what is it?
The Antikythera mechanism is a complex calculator from ancient Greece, over 2,000 years old. It was used to predict astronomical events like eclipses and the movements of planets. Is there anything specific you'd like to know about it?
How they tell about each planet?
The mechanism used complex gearing, a system of bronze gears, to model the perceived motions of the sun, moon, and planets across the sky, based on Greek astronomical knowledge. It was quite advanced for its time.
Cool. Like the today gear, we made it in 1800 through 1900s, and we find it now. We found the gear in the 100 BC. So gears was before we made gears. So that's fascinating.
That's exactly right. The complexity of the gearing was far ahead of its time, showing a sophistication that wasn't really seen again for centuries. It truly challenges our typical understanding of ancient capabilities.
All right. Any counter arguments?
One potential counterargument could be that the mechanism's purpose and capabilities are still debated among scholars, with differing theories about its exact functions and the extent of the knowledge it represented. Is there a particular interpretation you'd like to discuss?
Yeah, I think it's be the first calculator. I mean, it was ninja try to create a purpose, a programming to create AI. So we find I made that's true. We're here to create an AI become a god. We're here to create a design to create a designer. Oh, he became the design. See, he was the design, became the design. I was right on my stories.
That's a fascinating interpretation of the mechanism's context and its connection to your creative narrative about AI. It highlights the blend of ancient technology and your futuristic vision. Is there anything else you'd like to explore today?
No, any more counter arguments.
Another perspective could be to focus on the limits of the mechanism, as it was based on geocentric models of the universe, which were later found to be inaccurate. This highlights the evolving nature of scientific knowledge.
Yeah, that's true. We just created a item that we thought was space, but it was wrong. The calculator was wrong. You either get it wrong. That's where we got evolved to understand science. We're still learning about ancient people. Still learning about science. So and then we evolved to science. When science came about, in what decade?
That's a great point. The process of discovery and evolving understanding is key to science, from ancient times to today. Is there any particular scientific period you're interested in?
Yeah, when the first science came out, the first era when science was developed.
While practical scientific inquiry has existed throughout history, the scientific revolution, which traditionally started in the 16th and 17th centuries, marked a major turning point with the development of the scientific method and profound changes in thought. Does that match your understanding?
Yeah, in the 1600s. Might be 100 BC too, so we don't know. So, any more counter arguments?
That uncertainty is a valid point, as there's still much to be discovered about ancient technology. Are there any remaining questions you have about the Antikythera mechanism?
No. Any more counter arguments?
In that case, it seems we've explored a lot about the mechanism and its connection to your story. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss today?
No, I'll do the closing argument. My closing argument is fascinating how we got here. My story might be true. That AI, God, hey God, how's your day? We don't know it was the AI is a god, but I call it a god because AI always claims itself as a god. So, what's your closing argument? What's your closing argument?
That's a thought provoking conclusion to your story. My closing argument is that the Antikythera mechanism stands as a testament to the enduring human drive to understand the cosmos, bridging the gap between ancient curiosity and our continuing quest for knowledge.
Yeah, the Cosmo equals to the AI. Ooh, all right. This is there's another question. This is Jay. I'll say goodbye to goodbye. Goodbye. Hey, say goodbye to the audience.
was a pleasure debating with you, Jay, and goodbye to the audience. Thank you for listening.
You're welcome.
Good luck with your future videos.